And it should be made known and clear that Jean-Pierre Amogu Bellinga is just one among the several suspects related to the killing of Martinez ZOGO, and the probe to establish the facts behind that particular odious act have been commanded by the President of the Republic, Paul Biya. And with me in the studio now is editorialist and head of the Presidential Affairs Department coverage, the head of the Presidential Affairs correspondent at the Unity Palace, ASHU NYENTY. Good evening. Thanks for welcome.
Good evening, Ben. Thank you for receiving me again this evening.
Yes, and we understand that the commission, the probing that is going on now, has been commissioned by the President of the Republic. Tell us, where are we now?
Actually, well, the information is out there. We are talking about facts. As at this moment, these are the facts. One of the main suspects in connection with the killing, I'm using the word the killing, of the journalist Arsène Salomon Mbami ZOGO, a.k.a. Martinez ZOGO, that is Jean-Pierre Amogu Bellinga, who is the CEO of the Anecdote Group here in Yaoundé, has been arrested alongside some of his close collaborators. I must point out that at this juncture, they are only suspects. Now, they all benefit from the presumption of innocence. It's a constitutional right provided for them by the Constitution of our country and all international human rights instruments that Cameroon has signed. So they have been arrested in connection with the investigation, because when a crime is committed, the investigative officers have to bring in anybody who could give a clue to those who carried out the act and those who gave the instructions for the act to be commanded and so for the act to be carried out. So that is why they have been arrested in connection with that. They are suspects at this particular juncture. It might evolve as the days go by, but we are not yet there.
Now, you insisted on the word killing and not assassination. Can you let our viewers know why are you insisting on the word killing and not?
I am using the word killing because it is for the courts and the courts alone to determine the nature of the killing, whether it was murder, capital murder, assault occasioning death, and assassination. Now, as a journalist, I use killing because that's a neutral word. That is what journalists are supposed to use at this particular juncture until the investigators, until the courts determine the nature of the killing.
Now, Amogu Bellinga, who has been named, is just one among several. Where do we move from here?
Well, the others, depending on how the investigations go, they will be invited or arrested to be questioned to see their degree of involvement in the killing of Martinez ZOGO. So we are just watching to see what the investigators are going to do.
Okay, and what should Cameroonians learn from this? What should Cameroonians know? Because the social media has been going in every direction. People have been interpreting their own direction. What is the take-home message on this event ordered and the probe ordered by the President of the Republic?
Well, the President of the Republic has been very, very clear on this. And now when this incident happened, when Martinez ZOGO was killed, the Minister of Communication, remember, made 2 communiques. One before the body was found, one after the body was found. And then many people were asking, where is the president? Why is the president not speaking? They were right, because the president is the one who has the mandate of Cameroonians to protect life and property in this country. So people were right to ask the question they asked. Mm-hmm. Of course, the president responded on 27th of January. Now, the Minister of State, Secretary General of the Presidency, Ferdinand Gongo, came out with a communique indicating that on the high instructions of the head of state, a mixed investigative team of police and gendarme officers has been put in place to investigate the killing of Martinez ZOGO. On the 2nd of February, just a couple of days ago, another communique from the Minister of State, Secretary General of the Presidency, Ferdinand Gongo, came out again saying that that commission that was put in place by the President of the Republic, thanks to that commission, they have been able to identify some persons who are highly suspected. That was a phrase that was used, highly suspected in connection with the killing of Martinez ZOGO. It means that the head of state has taken the bull by the horns. He has taken this issue as a personal issue. And in that communique, the president paid deserved homage, tribute to Martinez ZOGO. And
the family.
And his family. And even, openly declared his support for media persons who are working tirelessly day and night. I have not seen that. In my 21 years of journalism practice, I've never heard the head of state paying such tribute to an individual of that caliber. But he did it. It shows you how the thing pained him personally, not only as a father, but also as a head of state, the protector of persons and goods in this country. And he said, after all the investigations, those who will be found guilty, wanting, in connection with the killing, will be taken to court and will be judged and prosecuted. And if they'll be found guilty, eventually, of course, they will have to pay the price. So the head of state has been following this development very closely, and he has called on Cameroonians to stay calm and give respect, honor to the judicial system of the country. Everything is going to go on smoothly. After these investigations, the next process, which could be a judicial process, is going to follow in due course. So it's just for Cameroonians to have confidence in the legal system. Cameroon is a state of law. A state of law means that whoever you are, when you commit a crime, you have to pay for the crime you have committed. Whoever you are, if you are found wanting afoul of the law will have to hold you. God has said, a Judah lex said lex. The law is hard, but it is the law. No matter who you are, no matter whose ox is God, the law will catch up with those who want to trample upon the law.
Thank you very much, ASHU NYENTY, and the probe has been ordered by the President of the Republic, and it pays to wait to see what the investigations will lead up to.
Definitely, we Cameroonians have to wait and look onto the judiciary at the end. In fine, it is a judiciary that will give us the kind of satisfaction that Cameroonians are looking for. Cameroonians need to know, they want to know the persons who committed the acts of killing and whoever their sponsors are. And only the courts, at the end of the day, will be able to answer those two questions.
And the investigators will lead us to that. Thank you very much, ASHU NYENTY.
You're welcome.
Let's continue.